What's going on, you guys? What's going on? Mini Truck back with another video for y'all today. How are y'all doing? Happy Saturday. Hope y'all Saturday is going well. Hope you guys are out there making some money or, home with the family or at least staying warm. Here in the south, it's gotten pretty cold over the weekend. We've got some snow. Just got off work. Worked today, worked some extra overtime, pulled some extra loads. Make some more money, and figured I'd go ahead and do this video. I want to do a video on the new truck I picked up. So, talked about it a little bit before in my last video. Found a truck. Wasn't really looking to buy a truck just yet, but I found a truck and decided to check it out and ended up coming home with it. So, we're going to go over all that in a minute. I'm going to do a walk around, start up. We're going to see if she'll start. It's about 20 degrees right now. So, we'll see if she starts. Y'all stay tuned, and we'll see how this goes in a minute. So here she is. '05 Volvo VNM. It's got the D13 Volvo motor with a 10-speed. It's just a day cab. You'll walk around on the truck, tell you guys about it. So, this truck I went and checked out last Friday. Not yesterday Friday, but the Friday before. So it needed quite a bit of work. Needed some TLC. And the guy was very upfront and honest with me. He was right in between Indianapolis and Louisville. So I drove about three hours to go look at it. Got there, checked it out. Guy told me what all I needed, what was all going on with it. But the one thing he says is that it ran really, really well. So, checked it out, top to bottom, underneath, the motor, inside, everything, the whole 9 yards. And came home with it, test drove it, liked it, it ran really well. And we drove her home. It took about 4 hours because she's governed at 63. Gonna have to get that fixed. It does need some cosmetic work. Needs a mirror cover. Needs the bumper replaced. Needs the headlights. Needs the grill. But for the price, I could not beat it. So get in here. This is the inside. The inside's a mess. So, the inside's a mess. I've already done a lot of work to it. So, I've already cleaned it up quite a bit. I don't know what the hell they hauled with this thing, but it has a wet kit on it. Someone told me it was used on a chicken farm and hauled dump trailers and different type of trailers. But so the inside's a mess. I'm gonna climb up in here. I've been cleaning it and replacing panels and whatnot. So, let's see. So some of the things this truck needed, mechanically it was overall fine. As far as drivability, it needed some new shocks. They looked pretty worn out. And the worst thing was being the torque arms. Torque arms had the bushing shot in them. And it needs some better tires in the on the rear axle. So, as far as the inside, it was missing this trim piece, this switch wasn't working right. Climate controls weren't working right. It's missing a few of these little cover panels. Had a different radio in it. This piece was missing. This trim piece was missing. Just a bunch of little trim pieces, odd and end stuff. Like I said, the instrument cluster didn't work and all that. So, and it was actually a lot nastier in here. But I've cleaned it up quite a bit. And still have more to do, of course. So, we're going to see if she'll start. I'll let y'all listen to her run. Again, I don't even know if she'll start because it's so cold. We'll see. It does have a slow air leak, or kind of a fast air leak from a line underneath. But nothing crazy. Should be a pretty easy fix. And that's the only air leak I've found. Some of the gauges don't work as well. That was another problem. Fuel gauge applied and the I think that's the EGT gauge. They didn't work, as well as the temperature gauge didn't work either. Temperature gauge was just a broken wire at the sensor, and the other three are, what are they called? Stepper motors, which I ordered, and I'm about to pull this cluster out and get that fixed up. But let's see if she starts. Hell yeah. Fired right up. So she does vibrate quite a bit in here. That and she's cold as hell, so the mounts and all that are probably real hard for being frozen. The windshield looks pretty nasty, so I've been cleaning this dash really well. I've got this tool right here. Kind of looks like the end of a toilet bowl cleaner, but I've been using it to roll scrub down the dash, clean it up really well. I've also got to fix this. I found out what was broken with that, so I'm going to get that fixed too. It's something I haven't done yet. But builds good oil pressure, builds good air pressure. She builds air pressure quick too. Just beeping because of that. So yeah, as far as, I think the interior is what needed the most work. As far as the headliner, the good cleaning on the seats. Again, I've already cleaned so much up in here. It's just ridiculous. But I was excited to put those climate controls in, the new switches, and find out that not only does it have really hot heat, but the AC is ice cold, so that was awesome. A couple other things I still need to fix are my city horn doesn't work. You can hear the relay click, but it doesn't work. My hazards don't work. I can push the button, but my hazards just won't work. That's why I replaced this switch originally. But for some reason they still don't work. Turn signals work fine, but hazards don't. Let's see, what else? Interior lights work great. I've got the covers off. I just need to finish putting bulbs in and put those back on. I just want to figure out what I'm going to do with the headliner. I replaced this light. Again, a bunch of little dash pieces. Let's see, let's get out here. Got to get the mirror for that right there. It's all cracked and broken. When I got the truck, it had the fairings right here, or it had the brackets on this side, the fairing on the other side, but it didn't have it on this side, and the other one kind of had a couple cracks and it was broken, so I just pulled them off. I'm gonna paint that rear, get it cleaned up when it warms up. The frame isn't really rusted, it's just got some surface rust on it. Needs some paint. I started painting it, but I ran out and then it's been cold. These are the original mud flaps off the Kenworth, what I had on there, the hangers and whatnot. Got the other side, I just didn't have the hardware for it, so I ain't got it on there yet. This is the first torque rod I replaced. Got the other one over there, still needs it changed out. This one right here. Put this fender on, the other one was kind of beat up. That's the tank for the wet kit. I do plan on removing this and removing the wet kit for now, and I'm gonna put a toolbox right here. Let's see, what else? These tires are technically legal, but they're cutting it, so these ones got some decent tread though. Let's see, what else? Took the mirrors off the hood, since I didn't have any mirrors on them anyways. Replaced this lens right here, that was missing. Let's see if I can open this hood up. Latches are probably froze. It's so damn cold. There we go. It's a little frozen. So here's the motor. She runs really good, idles really good. Overall, it's in really good shape. So D13 Volvo. Air ride on the front. Doesn't look like it really has any leaks or anything. Got pretty good steers. There's 30. Good steers on this side. Yeah, ignore that. So there's the motor. I want to clean it up, spray it off, get it cleaned up. Sounds really good. It's a bunch of odd and end work. I've already done quite a bit, like I said, as far as trim pieces on the inside. I did go ahead and order new shocks. My buddy Tony, his channel is Trucking with Tony, is a guy I drove with over at USA. He's got a Volvo. He's actually sending me some new headlights. So Tony, thank you. I appreciate you greatly. Well, they're not new, but they're off his old Volvo. He put new headlights, aftermarket ones in his, and said his factory ones are in good shape. He's going to hand me those and get them out of his way. So thank you again, Tony. I appreciate that. Gotta get the new trailer connections. Like I said, I'm gonna pull the wet kit off for right now. Finish painting the frame when it gets warmer. Get that mirror right there. Get the cover for the other side. I've got to get new marker lights for the top. Well, I've already got them. They're on their way. That one that's clear works really well. It's real bright, but the rest are kind of dim and flicker, so I have to replace those. Like I said, shocks are on their way. So those torque links, it rode pretty good all the way home, except when I would hit to about 62 miles an hour, it would vibrate kind of bad if it was like on straight ground, because I mean, you could grab this thing and just shake it, and it would just shake god awful. It was just bad. So so I'm replacing both of them and the shocks. Make sure they're all, you know, the shocks don't look too bad, but just to make sure. Like I said, I'm also about to grab some tires. And yeah, so that's just a quick rock around on it. I'm about to pull this instrument cluster out, replace those stepper motors. I got those that came in as well. So yeah, this is the truck. Go ahead and tell you guys now, I only paid $7,800 for this truck. And it, like I said, it runs great, ran great the whole way home, shifts real smooth. So I'm really excited to get it on the road and get out of that Kenworth. Or at least put another driver in it. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do right now. But I'm going to keep you guys updated on this. I'm finish fixing it up, getting it, making a nice little truck. I appreciate you guys watching, and you guys take it easy.